Right, in Singapore, property ownership actually comes in three forms. Other than the freehold and leasehold that you usually know about, there's also another one called estate in perpetuity. So let's find out what's this. Hi everyone, my name is Casey from Home Quarters, and at Home Quarters, we specialize in customized marketing strategy to properly expose your unit for sale. Alright, in today's episode, we're going to talk about property ownership. Whether or not it is a private property, a landed property, or even a HDB property, definitely it falls between one of this category. Alright, so there are three different categories in property ownership in Singapore. Firstly, it is freehold estate. Secondly, it is leasehold. And lastly, thirdly, it is estate in perpetuity. Right, so what are the differences? Let's break it down today. Right, firstly, there are freehold estate. Freehold property, there are actually two main kinds. The first is actually fee simple, meaning very simply it is you do own that land indefinitely without any terms and condition. So for example, if let's say you do dug out some oil in that piece of land that you do own, actually belongs to you because there is no terms and condition for that piece of land. You actually own it and it is yours. Alright, second type of freehold land in Singapore, actually very much rare. I have not in my line of work actually encountered that. It's actually called a life estate. It is a form of ownership which the state gives that person for the duration of their life, meaning that it is freehold but only during the duration of their life. So there is no way it is possible to pass it on to the next generation, right? So that's number one, freehold estate. Number two, leasehold, which leasehold estate is very common, which you can see all of our public housing, meaning our HDB, actually all 99 years leasehold, right? It also, some of our private property are also leasehold, right? If let's say you are actually being advertised saying that this is a 99 years piece of land that the condominium is going to be built on, then of course it flows that unit is on a 99 years leasehold. Even though it could be brand new, it's still a leasehold. Of course, condominium and apartment, some of them do also hold that status of being freehold. So you actually got to check with the Singapore Land Authority, right? Generally, for us agent, we use the INLIST to check. So if let's say you are buying a piece of land you don't know, or a unit where you don't know whether or not it's leasehold or freehold, to check with a professional, or you can actually go to Singapore Land Authority to check that out. So what does leasehold estate mean, right? Leasehold estate can actually mean double nine, right? It's 99 years like HDB. It can also be 999, right? A lot of landed property, for example, in Serangoon Garden, is actually 999 leasehold. And in my opinion, 999 leasehold is as good as freehold. But of course, it means that after this leasehold period expires, that land or that particular development actually go back to the state. Of course, the state, in exchange for some condition and fee, actually do allow residents, right, or developer to develop that piece of land subjected to some terms and conditions. Right, so that is leasehold property. So the estate in perpetuity, what does it mean? It means that it is very similar to freehold land, meaning that the state actually pass on this piece of land to an individual or a company indefinitely, but subjected to a certain terms and condition. For example, if let's say you own a piece of land that is a estate in perpetuity, while you are excavating, you actually discovered like hidden treasures of gold and silver and stuff like, or historical monuments just within your land. You actually do not own those things that actually comes from excavating, because even though you do own that piece of land in perpetuity, meaning indefinitely, it is subjected to terms and conditions as stated out by the state. Alright, so these are the three forms of ownership of piece of land, and of course it flows that whatever things that is do built on that piece of land, be it an apartment, a condominium, or even a bungalow or detached houses. Very importantly, these are the three sort of different estate that you can see in Singapore. Firstly, freehold, leasehold, and estate in perpetuity. Hope today's topic discussion is informative and helpful to you, and if you are looking to work together with Home Quarters, do visit us at www.homequarters.com.sg/contact us, and also follow all our social, right? Instagram at HomeQuartersSG, and on Facebook at HomeQuartersSG as well. If you are watching this on YouTube, do hit the red subscribe button, the small little bell at the side, right, to be notified of new video that comes out in 2020, and we'll be producing a lot more of this content. See you on the next episode. Thank you.